I'm joined now by my co-host, Tiffany Pryor, Executive Director of the Illinois Caucus for Adolescent Health, or ICA. Welcome, Tiffany.
Hi, thank you.
I'd love to start with a few questions about you and your work with ICA. Can you tell us a little bit about your work?
Sure. So we work with young people 14 to 24 around sexual health, rights, and identities, and the adults who support them. So thinking about adults and families, school, and healthcare systems, and in what ways are we able to change the way people are thinking and feeling about youth sexual decision making. So really trying to get to the hearts and minds of folks and using storytelling as a part of that.
That's great. So you work with young people who have needed abortion care. Mm-hmm. What have you learned about young people and the need for abortion access?
Sure, I've learned that young people know what they want to do with their bodies and are capable of making that decision, and that it's our job to really support them through that decision, that we shouldn't be dictating what that looks like. The young folks that have come to ICA who have talked about seeking abortion care have also talked about the relationships they've had with the adults in their lives, and so wanting to honor that while also saying what is a decision that you want to make for yourself and how can we support you through that process.
That's great. I understand ICA is working on a play. Can you speak about that?
Sure. So it's a working title, but it's called The Boat. But it really seeks to amplify the stories of youth. So those under 22 who have been seeking abortion care. We know that young people, particularly youth under 18, their stories are not part of the larger conversation around abortion access. And so at ICA, we're really seeking to amplify those stories. And so we've done a lot of story collection over the past year, and the play will debut this spring, and we'll really go through what does it mean for young people to try and navigate a system that isn't set up for them, and what does the play look like at the end when a young person is able to access the care that they need.
Yeah, that's really powerful. How can people support the work of ICA?
Sure. I mean, one concrete way is to go and share some stories and some love notes to young people. So we know that oftentimes when folks are sharing their stories that's an act of resilience, it's super vulnerable. And so we're asking that folks go on our website, on our social media, and share notes to young people who have been able to share their stories with us, and that will dictate sort of what will happen in our play. So that's one way that folks can support us.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Tiffany. Yeah.